Great time for me, Mr. Bernstein.
Excuse me?
Lieutenant Frank Cioffi. Now listen, folks. You should all go about your various tasks just as if this weren't the scene of a homicide. Detective McNichol is waiting downstairs for your pertinent information. I'd like you each to give him your name, address, and 8x10 glossy. I'll be speaking with each of you in the morning. Pleasant dreams, everyone.
Lieutenant, I can't be a suspect. I was in Manhattan when Jessica got murdered.
Can you prove that?
Well, it so happens I was keeping company with a young actress I happen to be keeping on Sutton Place. If I give you her name, it could ruin her reputation.
Your chivalry is touchingly convenient.
I have many influential friends in New York City, Lieutenant.
Well, too bad you're in Boston.
And will you be needing me any further, Lieutenant?
No, but I do have some questions for your boyfriend.
I don't have a boyfriend.
Oh my gosh. Well, actually, Miss Harris, I'd like to take you into my confidence regarding this investigation.
Well, why is that, Lieutenant?
Well, because if I don't, there's really no reason for us to keep talking.
Oh, well then, take me into your confidence of confidence, Lieutenant.
Something's very wrong here. I just met an opening night cast who all seemed incredibly eager to close.
Well, I can understand how they may feel. They all gave up wonderful jobs and hit Broadway musicals to work up here in Boston. I've never worked outside of the city, and Bambi's had to fight her mother at every step of the way just to be in the chorus, but the rest of the cast are underpaid and overworked. But surely not enough to drive any of them to murder.
Keep in mind, I'm within arm's reach at any hour of the day or night.
Oh, you think I'm in some danger?
No, that was a completely unrelated thought.
You deal with danger on a daily basis, don't you, Lieutenant?
Well, most of the time, it's just paperwork and procedure. Detectives have no opening night, Miss Harris. We make our entrance after the curtain has fallen on someone else's life.
But it's a calling, isn't it? Like a doctor or a teacher?
Or an actor.
I suppose you're right. I can't imagine doing anything else with my life. It's not wrong to be married to one's work, is it?
No. Not at all. But sometimes it's no honeymoon. I love my job. I really do. And if I say so myself, I'm good at it too. I catch the bad guys, well, most of the time. So it's a good life, a perfectly good life, not exactly sublime. When I've finished my work and I crawl into bed, I reflect as I turn out the lights that the day that's to come and the week that's ahead will be lunch counter mornings and coffee shop nights. Lunch counter mornings and coffee shop nights.
Well, it's good to have such a dependable schedule, like matinees every Wednesday.
Or brisket and broad beans each Thursday.
Well, with your friends.
Yeah. I like my pals. The guys on the force. We're not very social. They're all married, of course. Sometimes we go bowling or have a few beers. So it's a fine life, a perfectly fine life. I'd give it 2 cheers. But sometimes I think, at the end of the day, when I've read The Last Burglar His Rights, that the life that I lead is a little bit gray, with its lunch counter mornings and coffee shop nights. Lunch counter mornings and coffee shop nights.
But your acting roles, they must make for a change.
Oh, Miss Harris, each year from May 23rd to the 12th of June when I turn my life over to the Swallow Street Players, that's more than a vacation for me. It's an overture of hope. It's the curtain rising on the greatest joy of my life. But the rest of the year, the life that I lead, that's a little bit gray. There are plenty of low days and not many heights. Mostly lunch counter mornings and coffee shop nights. I don't mean to seem forward, but might I walk you home?
Oh, I'd be delighted. but you said we're not allowed to leave.
Damn.